So we've got orange juice, pineapple juice, bananas, raspberry lollies, because they had no raspberries, and about 200 grams of sugar in there. Gotta say, it's stunning. I love it. So, just a quick update then. So, I can't seem to go more than 2 days without craving a proper meal of starch. Sugar fasting is fine. The weight drops, the scale drops. And at the end of the second day, I just need a fucking meal. A hot meal. So I'm finding, I don't know, maybe you can sugar fast forever, I don't fucking know, but I struggle. My body's screaming out for something. Anyway, so I don't know what the fuck to eat. Whether just to bring the starch in. I'm following a few channels now that are saying this is probably a good thing to bring the starch in. People who have been doing the diet. That's midday. 3 more. So peaceful here. Yeah, I'm just following a few people who've been doing the diet for years, and they're all talking about Walter Kempner or whoever the fuck it is. Just saying how peaceful it is, and someone turns up with a fucking sledgehammer. Fuck's sake, here we go. Yeah, so yeah, there's 3 channels I'm really following and enjoying right now. One is Sugar is Life, @ Sugar is Life. I think his name is Zach S, I think. The other one is Sweet Sugar Life, which is quite similar to the first one. And this lady, just, I love her. She's great, man. Really, she's been doing it for 2 years. She's looking great, and she's very good at explaining what to do in quite a stern manner. And the third one would be Durian Rider, who I can't believe I'm promoting, because we all laughed at him years ago, all us carnivores. And these 3 channels are people who know a bit about the diet. You know, Cole's been doing it, a few months? Smelly Bell's been doing it about 3 weeks. And these are the voices of the fucking movement, and they don't know it. They've just done an amazing job of bringing it to the masses. Promotion. But any questions about it? I mean, what can they possibly know? They've not been through it. So these 3 channels I'm recommending, they all advocate starch, and all say that it takes a while for your metabolism to fix itself, and it's not all about just dropping numbers on the scale. Which leads me to my weight, which has gone up. For fuck's sake. So I'm back up at 106. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm going to stop obsessing over the scale. We'll call it a fail, that's fine. We'll chalk it up as a failed mission to lose 20 kilograms in the time I was in Spain. It hasn't happened. Fuck, that's good. So yeah, I'm going to put a little clip of each channel at the end of this video if I can. Really hate editing, but we'll just do a little quick clip just to give you a point of what they're about. I think they're saying some really good stuff. I mean, Durian Rider is the OG, and he's my age. He's touching 50. Fucking 50. How did that happen? How the fuck did I get here? Anyway, he's looking ripped, unlike me, the porky carnivore. So it's always worth listening to what he's got to say. He's quite cool as well, good sense of humour, and surrounded by fit women, living the dream in Australia. And the other 2, which I think are sharing some great info. So yeah, big up to those 2 channels. Oh shit. I'll tag them on the end now. So yeah, check out the little clips I share and give them a follow. Adios, sugar freaks.
Where are you coming from? Are you coming from keto carnivore type, high protein, high fat? Are you coming from starving? Either way, your metabolism is going to have to adjust to being a sugar burner now instead of a fat burner. And how that's going to happen is by you being consistent on this diet. I don't want to hear any more about these cheat days. Everyone's even like planning them, like, oh, I'm going to go see my friend and we're going to have burgers, or I've got a birthday party coming up and we're going to go do this. You're setting yourself up for failure, and you're setting yourself up to be on the same cycle over and over and over. And all the progress that you make is going to tank because your body remembers, your gut remembers this bad diet, and it's going to say, keep doing that, keep going back to that. There's no such thing as lean meat on this diet. Cole advocates for this, Mark advocates for this, and everyone else that has done the sugar diet for 7 days, which is like taking information and advice from someone who just got their license compared to like taking lessons from Lewis Hamilton. You know? Like, think about that for a second. Cole and Mark have been doing this for a few months. Someone like Durian Rider has been doing this for decades, and he advocates for starch. He advocates for as many calories as possible. I'm seeing a lot of women on this diet go back to like 1,300, 1,500 calories. Are you nuts? How is your metabolism supposed to speed up if you're not even giving it enough? Minimum 3,000 calories. And I don't like want you to count calories, but if you're not actually putting enough sugar in your OJ or your juice or whatever it is, your metabolism will not be able to keep up. It's just gonna stay and stall in this stall city that everyone's sort of like, man, I've been doing this diet for a little bit and, you know, it's not quite working out, and, you know, I'm gonna blame my hormones or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of part of it. You need to stay with this. This is not just something you do for a few months or a few weeks and you lose weight. No, you wanna lose fat, and you wanna gain or keep the muscle that you have. Like sleep, water, sugar, up your calories. Stay with this diet. Simple and complex carbs are your friend.
Shit, after like, I've done a day or two of just sugar. I feel more, I get good energy, but it's more like a hyper energy, and maybe a more adrenaline-ized energy. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but definitely running on just sugar does not seem to work for anybody. Especially getting enough calories in on just sugar and fruit is very difficult because people will get sick of the fruit and they're going to get sick of the sweetness and the sugar. So adding in starch is the best idea, and it also, starch gives you more electrolytes, gives you more sodium, gives you slightly higher protein. We're not trying to go zero protein. That's not the point of this diet at all. We're trying to go zero fat. So starch is just so much better for satiation, enjoyable. It does not stall. People are so freaked out about what their scale weighs day to day that if you eat some starch and your water weight goes up, you're like, oh shit, I stalled. You didn't stall. Starch holds water. That's all it does. It's not going to store as fat. So don't worry about gaining fat on this diet. You will not gain fat on this diet. People are too obsessed with that. And Cole and Mark Bell are all preaching this shit like, oh, if the scale's not trending down every day, you're doing something wrong. You cannot gain fat on a fat-free diet. That should be the main thing. You cannot gain fat on a fat-free diet. De novo lipogenesis will not happen to any meaningful extent on a fat-free diet. I don't care what carbs you're eating. You can eat whatever the fuck. You can eat beans. You can eat any carb you want. It's not going to stall you out in the long term. You will lose fat in the long term. Give it a few days to equalize. Give it a few weeks maybe. People are so obsessed again with like, oh, this is a hack. You're going to lose 2 pounds of fat a day. That's not going to happen for everybody. It's going to happen for some males that are like super primed to lose fat because they already have a ton of muscle going on, and they already have higher like adrenaline or higher androgens going on. Women that are coming from a low-carb diet, they're not just going to fucking melt off their fat that they've been storing forever that your body is like scared to death of losing. it takes a while for your body to raise the metabolism from all the carbs to realize it's in a safe space to start letting go of that fat. In the meantime, you're still going to let go of some of that fat just from bodily processes that you need fat for, like burning. You are always burning fat. If you're not eating fat, you're going to burn body fat.
If you want to have energy, you need to have sugar. Okay, Hal, you coach more Olympic medalists. Take your nutrition advice than anyone else out there on the internet. Okay, Harley, cool. But I don't do sport. I'm not an athlete. So sugar's not good for me, right? I don't need sugar. You only need sugar if you want to have good muscular conditioning. If you want to have a pump, you need sugar. If you want to perform in the bedroom, you need sugar. If you want to be more productive at work, your passions, with your kid, with your partner, with yourself, if you want more emotional control, you need more sugar, all right? You need enough sugar. How much sugar do you need? Enough. Enough to be the dad you want to be, the mum you want to be, the athlete in your life you want to be. Every day is the Olympic Games in your reality, man.
So I gave up coffee today, and oh wow, what a moon! A little slither of a crescent of a moon, beautiful. Fucking hell. So yeah, I stopped the coffee this morning, and instead I had a big fat juice, and then I had Coca-Cola, candy, lollipops, then some sugarcane juice, which is my favourite. I'm gonna miss that. I look fucking strange. And then I slept. I slept on the floor just here in the baking hot sun. It's really warmed up out here now. It's like 20, 29, 30 degrees. It's beautiful. So yeah, really crisped up like a pork chop in the sun. Don't know what's going on with this fucking head. And yeah, I slept hours, literally hours. This fucking hair's a mess. Look at the state of this fucking mop. I'm gonna have to do something with this. It's all dreading up. Yeah, so I slept for most of the day on the floor there. Woke up a couple of times to hydrate and then fell back to sleep. Bollock naked. My arse is sunburnt, I think. Probably scared the neighbours. And then I woke up and I've just... Ow. I think I've just been bit... I've just had a load of carbs. I've just gone for some quinoa. That one wasn't too bad, actually. Normally I'm not fussed on it, but that was alright, that one. Put a little bit of coconut oil in there. Not sure if I should have, just to flavour it up. Trying to stay off the fat, but a little tiny bit. Some other spices. Another lollipop. And a load of sweets. And I feel like my body's doing something. Yeah, all this sugar. I've really upped the sugar today and dropped out the caffeine. And yeah, fucking... As I said earlier... Oh yeah, I've just stopped... Yeah, I've stopped sort of the weigh-in thing. I think I'm going to just chill out on that a bit. I've just watched a video from my favourite new channel, Sweet Sugar Life. Sorry if that's really loud. And her story's amazing. She came to Europe a few years ago and just decided to live on a beach after her successful life back home in America, I assume. Just led her to being unhealthy. I can relate to this because, yeah, everything I've done over the years, and I've ended up this winter just gone, just being a mess and just not being happy. Not only health, but just life in general and the people I'm surrounded by. Not everyone, I've got some good friends there, but yeah, just the overall where I ended up was just like, what is this shit? So I got on a plane out here, and unfortunately for me, my visa ends now, and I don't know what to do next. But sugar is life. Sorry, Sweet Sugar Life. I think I'm assuming she's in Spain or Portugal, I'm assuming. And she's just got healthy out here, sold everything, headed for Europe, got to the beach, and just started eating sugar. And she's looking great and doing great. So yeah, really inspired by her story. Just wish I could continue out here myself, but I'm going to have to think of something else because of these new Brexit, Schengen bullshit rules. So yeah, I'm going to see now if this leaving the coffee alone helps. Maybe that's why I just hit the deck and slept so much. Could be the heat, the increased heat. Or it could be the fact that I've just really upped my sugars today. But I've definitely got a lot of healing to do. And her latest video, if you check it out, I've linked them below. My 3 favourite channels. She talks about how long it takes to unfuck yourself, and yeah, I think with the weigh in every day, it's just like, yeah, it's like a childish, short-term, well, it's bullshit really, isn't it? Because it's not all about that. It's about fixing my problems and my health and trying to feel good again. After messing myself up with all this fat and protein and fucking shit weather, shit life choices. I got a lot to undo, so yeah, I'm going to get a bit more patient and just get a bit strict with the high sugar and try and find out how I can stay in the sun if possible. I may have to go home for a couple of weeks. This is my mama's birthday. See the family maybe for a week or 2 and then fly off again maybe. Anyway, yeah, just to say, check out the new videos from Sweet Sugar Life. Sugar is life. And yeah, I haven't stopped sleeping. I think my body's really starting to heal me. And I'm ready for bed again now. So that's crazy. But yeah, I'm still fat as fuck. But we can leave the scale alone now. I think let's just give that a whiff. Such a beautiful evening out here. So yeah, we're on the journey. I think we're going to stop rushing this weight loss bullshit and just let the sugar do its work, I think. And see if we're on the right path. Okay, man. Fucking hell, I look strange, don't I?
If you don't know who Walter Kempner is, please look it up. This is a study from the 1940s. He got people completely who were type 2 diabetic right off it. Huge, ginormous people, down to skinny. And Durian Rider is basically doing this protocol. Fruit, sugar, rice. Drink your water, get enough sleep. It's really that simple.